Thousands of New Zealanders who sell investment properties for big money may soon have to share some of that cash with the taxman.
The idea of a capital gains tax is being backed by the government's chief economic advisors, and the issue is no longer a no-go zone for our politicians. Here's political editor Guy Espinen.
It's going. It's sold.
Kiwis have a legendary love affair with property, but it's not simply an emotional attraction. There are strong economic reasons why hundreds of thousands of New Zealanders own investment properties. Unlike other forms of income, the money you make selling an investment property is largely tax-free. Today, the head of the Treasury told One News that was damaging.
The negative impacts, I think, are potentially the boosting of prices at various times, which makes housing less affordable. It's also that whole question of the efficient allocation of resources so that you get growth, and the fairness issue.
Capital gains taxes exist in most developed countries. A common rate in Europe is about 30%. So if you bought a second home for $400,000 and sold it a year later for $500,000, you'd pay $30,000 in tax and be left with a $70,000 gain. It used to be that here at Parliament, even talking about a capital gains tax was considered political suicide. But now Labor says it's willing to work with National on the idea.
If they put a case to us that is persuasive, we'd look at it.
But Martin Evans, who built a company out of his property investments, doesn't think we should look at a capital gains tax at all.
There'll be less people getting into property investment, and the tenants won't have the houses that they need.
The Prime Minister isn't ruling it out, but remains sceptical.
Capital gains taxes, they're highly inefficient. They actually haven't stopped property booms in other parts of the world. They actually deter people from actually wanting to acquire assets. I'm not so convinced they're a great idea.
Perhaps not a great idea, but one that is now at least being considered.